Sorry, can you hear that, Leslie?
Extremely clear.
Right, we've come out with some information.
Just quickly before you go into that, Kath, who's closer to it, as you said, it sounds more, from where she is, it sounds more like a chant than a. It's definitely a moan, but it sounds more like a chant.
Right, okay, which is interesting with what the monk Barry said. So we've had Monk straight away as soon as as soon as we've come in. Sorry, just hear it.
Do you not pick that up?
No, because we're all talking. It seems to be what to happen when we're talking. If there's anybody here, please, if there are any. Please make that noise. Please make the noise again. And again.
I'm just going to go and stand down at the end of the corridor while you carry on talking if it happens again and see if I can pick it up on my mic.
It's somewhere over here, in this corner.
Over where?
In this corner,
Yes.
here.
Because with these barrel roofs, you don't know where it rolls.
I feel as though I don't know whether they'd have had some sort of a warder, you know, a prison warder, in fact, welcoming you into the prison, or, well, they wouldn't really welcome you in them days. They'd have literally pulled you in and took everything off you and sold it. But I feel very much as though I want to be around there somewhere.
Well, let's go a little bit further back, if that's how you feel.
And I particularly want to address what we've just been saying, if I can, as well, Barry, because you're right, because of what you've said, 1650, I can tell you that's right. And what else you've said is right too. She did get away with it. It was said she had murdered, but I'm not giving too much because there's more to come. She said she had murdered her newborn child. She was tried, found guilty and hung. It took about 30 minutes to try and hang her. But I'd like to know more about how she got away with it.
Okay.
Your date's right, the choking at the throat is right.
Okay.
And there's so much more to this story.
Yes.
Which hasn't come yet.
No, okay, brilliant.
Okay.
But the monks as well.
Definitely there were monks here.
Okay.
There was definitely a monastery here.
Okay, fantastic. Thank
And
you.
a very one.
The noises are amazing.
Yeah.
You see, you said 1450.
Yeah.
You're quite right to say there'd be here pre-Reformation, you see.
Mm.
So that's right, pre-Henry VIII.
Okay. Okay.
But thank you very much, Leslie.
Good.
Right, let's move back into this bit of the room. You say that there's a gentleman here called Thomas,
Yes.
and he is what?
I want to say be some sort of warder or gate entrance person.
Right, Kieran.
I think it's important that we should be in the corridor.
Right, let's go in the corridor.
If that's where the sound appears to be coming from.
Okay. So, Kieran, you wanted to come into the corridor. We're here.
Yeah,
Shall
there's
we-
a specific reason though, is because, yeah, it sounds like it's coming from here now.
Yeah.
From the corridor, not from the room where you were.
I'll call out, yeah, and see if we get another noise. Please, sir. Please, can you copy me again? Let's make some music together.
Maybe it needs carrying on talking
Yeah,
and discussing
maybe
what's
a
going
little
on
bit.
here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who knows?
So, Thomas, sorry, you think he was a warder? Did you hear that down there?
Yes, really. It sounded like a woman down here.
It was the same. It was the same pictures.
It was, yeah. It's literally as though we're following somebody round. They're not following us, we're following them.
And you think it's this Thomas who's making the noise?
In there I got the sound, the feel of a male, but outside I said I could hear another noise and I felt very feminine with it. I thought it was a
Right.
female trying to come
Okay.
through and communicate at the same time. But I find it interesting how this noise keeps coming and going, and we have this delayed period in between you asking for the noise and it suddenly answering to us again. We seem to have something definitely going on down the bottom here, because the noise we seem to be following at the moment. But this gentleman who's in there, it doesn't seem to connect now. It seems to be as though we've broken away from
So
his
it's not
presence.
Thomas that's making these
I
noises?
feel as though we've broken away all of a sudden from
Right.
his presence, Yvette, to be honest.
And any description with this man? Can you see what he looks like?
I'm aware of his dress, and I know it's very, the only way I can say it is very suited. It's as though I had trousers but then one of these little waistcoats on underneath, and I'm aware I want a ruffle here or something like that, you know, like a choker ruffle, for instance, is what he's drawing my attention to. And I'm aware of the cuffs at the same time as he's doing that for me.
Does he seem like a nice character or a brusque character, cruel or fair?
He seemed, I'll be honest with you, he seems the kind of gentleman who I'd say was probably fair in these times, because he's making me aware that he would have done deals with people to, as he's putting it to me now, I would have looked after their keep for them.
Right,
okay. So I feel as though he possibly would have done a few deals. And I want to say also he did a few backhand deals, because I'm aware that as he's doing that, he's also drawing my attention that people would give him things. So he didn't just take things.
Okay.
With the Lit investigation already provoking eerie revelations of an unfortunate woman and Thomas the gatekeeper, we move our investigation into the depths of the castle to see what the crypt may hold in store for us.
For you, Barry, what are you getting in this particular part of the building? We're right at the bottom of the building, but these fabulous stone arches with these columns, and absolutely fantastic. It scared me to death then. I just saw what was there. Some statues of some hooded figures. I'm glad I saw those now rather than later on in the dark. What are you getting?
Well, as we were starting to walk down, I was aware that I was wanting to start to shuffle a little bit, okay? Because I was aware of other people walking with us, and it was as though I'd got some form of gown on. So I know earlier I picked up on monks, and I'm assuming that this is where they would have come at some point to do some religious work. Is
that somebody's stomach?
What was that?
That's what we get all the time. It was a... But it was very
clear then.
here. It was like just here.
Very clear.
It's you, because Kath didn't hear it.
No, it's right here.
It was here.
Yeah.
I heard that.
Yeah.
It stopped me.
Yeah.
I'm aware that it was. I wanted to shuffle because I could hear this rustling, and I feel very religious as we move in here, and for some reason I'm being drawn as though I need to go to a central point somebody's talking to me of at the moment. Okay, as though it's like, come here. This is where you need to start. This is where you need to start. Praying, in effect, is what I'm being made aware of, because as we start walking and I'm drawing around and looking around, I want to put a cross on the end wall. Okay?
What, that end wall?
On the end wall there, yeah, as though, and I feel as though people would have done this in secret also at some point. It's as though it would have been a religious establishment down here, but people would have done this in secret at some point, as though it was, but there must have been somebody hiding away or coming down here to hide away to pray, if that makes sense, okay? See, I want to say somebody got away from here, as though there was nobility here at some point, and during some form of war or something they're talking to me about, I got away. It was as though I escaped out of the back door somewhere, because I feel again, I know I said somebody hid and prayed down here, but I feel as though somebody would have been in hiding in the same time down here, okay?
You said when you first came in that you were picking up on this shuffling, cloaked figure of a monk.
Yeah.
Any more on this gentleman?
The only thing I see is tied round his belt is my rosary, as he puts it, okay? All right. And I'd have to say Benedict, because I'm getting the name of...
Right, okay.
Okay, Benedict is writing out for me at the moment. And I want to flip open my prayer book and start praying for you.
Right. Any other name with him?
No, not at the moment. That's the only name I'm picking up predominantly with him at the moment. I feel as... Flipping it, that was loud. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Because I'm feeling as though this is an everyday sort of ritual for him. It's as though, literally, I want to shuffle down the corridor every day. And he talks to me, bless him, of my 7 o'clock a.m. time was my pray time. My 7 o'clock in the morning was my pray time.
What time period are we talking about here with this gentleman?
Mid-1400s, mid-1400 period as I'm going back, because, again, I know that he was doing this as part of his religion, is what he's telling me.
And any colour with the cloak?
Brown.
Sorry.
Brown.
Brown, okay.
Yeah. But I'm aware it's got a hood on it, and the hood would have had like a point at the back. It wasn't a flat back.
Yes.
It was literally a pointed back. And as I pull it up over my face, I want it to come forward, as though it would have hidden me at times.
Right. And do you think he shows himself down here? Do you think people see this monk?
He's made himself aware. I feel as though he's thrown things down here before.
Why would he throw things if
To
he was...
prove that he's here. This
Right.
is me. This is my space. I'm still here. I want to prove that I'm still here.
And
I don't feel it as though, from an aggressive point of view, it's a presence. It's as though I need to make it known. I need to make it people aware of it.
And